What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am bringing you a video for April 18th, 2024. We are doing a MLB hits parlay today. I got a three-man for you. We're actually going to make it a four-man, tagging on this Logan Webb over 0.5 strikeouts. But I am bringing you guys three separate plays, three separate picks for the hits parlay. We're going to be locking this in on Sleeper. If you guys aren't on Sleeper, I'm going to pound this into your head until I don't post any more videos, baby. I swear to God. Get on Sleeper. Everybody and their mother is on Sleeper right now. Prizepicks is robbing us, not only with their lines. Sleeper's putting out lines way before Prizepicks. So that's why it's 9:45 right now, p.m. Pacific time. That's why I'm able to bring you guys a video so early, is because Sleeper's just dropping those lines early. I mean, they started dropping them, what was it? Probably about like an hour ago-ish. So that is for next day's games. That's awesome. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're locking in on Sleeper. If you guys don't have it, use my code IOPICKS. They will match your deposit up to $500. So most DFS apps are just giving us $100. Sleeper is giving us $500. If you have $500 laying around, you're going to have automatically $1,000 to bet with. It's free money. You might as well use it if they're giving it to us. So download the app, use my code. That is where we are locking it on. And without further ado, let's get into the picks. First one, Adolis Garcia over 0.5 hits. His line was at 1.5 for a while. So glad to see it move back down to 0.5. He's relatively hot on the season. He was really hot in the beginning, but he's had a couple of misses here in the past. What is it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 games ish. So yeah, over his last 10, he's only hitting 7 out of the last 10. But he's basically, I would call him the best hitter on the Rangers. And he's in the 4 spot, batting .304 this year. So we can see that he's batting .296 against righties this year. He's got 60 at bats. So relatively reliable numbers, I would say. He's hitting almost 300. So second hottest hitter this year currently. On the line. So I think that, I mean, just regardless, he's hitting at a 79% this year. But because he's hitting almost 300 and he's in the 4 spot, we can assume that he's going to get 4 plate appearances ish, maybe even 5. It really just depends on how many times he gets walked, if he does. But I feel like this is going to be a pretty easy over. I mean, minus 265 for DraftKings, 274 for Caesars. PointsBet has him at 1.5. So I'm very confident in the 0.5. I'm just glad that his 1.5 moved down, because it's a little sketchy. I mean, he's only had, 5 times that it's cleared this season. So back to 0.5s for Adolis, and we're happy about that. So that's what we're doing for the first one. For the second, we're going back to our boy Logan. Logan's just on fire right now. He's the hottest hitter on the Angels, 88%, 14 out of his 16 games. And if we look down here, he's batting in the 8 spot, which is kind of annoying. I wish he was in like the 5 or the 6. But they're kind of putting him down there because he's getting heat towards the end of the lineup, going back into the 1, 2, 3 spots. So I kind of understand why, but for our purposes, I wish that he was higher. He's batting 340 right now out of the 8 spot. Dude's just absolutely on fire. How many times has he hit it in a row now? 6 games in a row. And before that, he went on an 8-game streak. So very confident with his numbers as is, but he's almost hitting 400 against righties. So 395 against right-handed pitchers this year in his 43 plate appearances. So we're just going to ride the hot hand here with Logan. I've taken him, I don't even know how many times in VIP picks and whatever, but I think he's yet to sell me on this line. He's only missed twice the entire season. So we are just taking the hot hand here, people, especially with these picks. A lot of them are pretty conservative in the odds, but I think with the 3-man / 4-man, it's still pretty generous. So that is what we are doing for our second pick. And then our third, we are going Josh Naylor over 0.5 hits. This is the first time that I've taken him on this line, but he's pretty consistent with it. He's hitting 14 of his 17 games, hitting an 82% clip. And then if we go down here, he's hitting in the 4 spot. I just love taking four spots for this because they get arguably the most number one's going to get the most plate appearances, obviously, but they're arguably the best hitters on the team with the highest chance of getting 3, 4, 5-ish plate appearances per game. So it's just numbers basically at the end of the day. That's what we're going off of. So I really like that. He's hitting 385 against lefties, which is great. He's only got 15 appearances this season. Like I said, as the 30, 40-ish game mark comes around, we'll have a lot more reliable data on that. 15 plate appearances isn't too much, but he's still hitting 385 against lefties this season, this season. And then in the past what is it? Man, 2019, 5 years ago. That is wild to think about, aging myself. Regardless, last 5 years, he's only faced him twice. Not going to try and butcher his name, Bernardino. But I mean, he's hitting 500, so he had one single in his 2 plate appearances. But that's all we need for this hit or this parlay. So I'm very confident with this. I mean, I wish that he would show a couple of 3s just because I like seeing the ceiling a lot higher. But he's gotten multiple 2s. He's got 6 of them. Yeah. So I think this is going to be a pretty comfortable one. I mean, PointsBet, I don't know what PointsBet is doing. We should bet their unders because 1.5 is too high for them. But DraftKings minus 280. So taking another pretty heavy favorite here for the end of the lay. So if you guys do not have access to the Logan Webb over 0.5 strikeouts, then that is going to be your 3-man parlay. Just those 3 hits. I'll just show you the leg or the slip right now, but we are also going to add on that Logan over 0.5 strikeouts for the 4th leg. I'll just get into the stats real quick for you. So I pulled up his history from 2022 to 2024. He did miss this in the one game. I'm not really sure what happened there, obviously, because that was like 2 years ago. Yeah, around 2 years ago. But it's basically automatic. I mean, he's 68 out of his 69 games in the past 2 seasons, whatever that number. I think it's 2 seasons. So I think that obviously it's a free line from Sleeper. It's free for a reason. You have a couple of games where he did just get one. He was probably pulled early. Let's see. Kind of hard to tell. He got pulled in the first there, but he still hit. Man, so it was the one that he missed. It was just a bad outing. It looks like he got like 4 or 5 innings out of that. But regardless, it's free. So just wanted to show you sea green. But that is what we are doing. So we got Adolis over 0.5, Logan over 0.5, and Josh over 0.5 hits for our 3-man. And then we're taking the sleeper free pick, Logan Webb, over 0.5 strikeouts. So that is what we are doing for today's video. We're getting that to a 4.27x multiplier. Let's see, quick math, Kyle. I have it set to $10 there for whatever reason. Oh, that was from our earlier play. 20 is 85.40. So $20 into 85.40. Look at that. Quick math. Went to school for engineering. You probably wouldn't have thought that. But yeah, that is what I have for tonight's video for you guys. Getting another early one in for you. I am not going to do another late night video tonight. I will just do the player prop shop parlay video tomorrow. Speaking of which, by the way, just an honorable mention in this one. If you guys are watching this late, then thank you for watching this late. But regardless, just because it's here and I mentioned it, player prop shop is having a 55 or 50% off sale for every single subscription that they have. This is just a one-time code, so don't do it on like a weekly or a day pass or anything like that, because then you can't use it anymore. Definitely, bare minimum, use it on the monthly pass, but you can also get a full year for free. So if you guys have been watching and enjoyed those player prop shop parlay videos that I'm bringing you guys, 50% off. So use the link down in the description. It'll be a couple ones below the top one in this video. I believe it's like number 3 or 4 in the description. But yeah, go check that out and use code DRAFTDAY. It's going to be now until the 25th. So we got a little over a week, which is the 25th is draft day. So that's why they're running this promo, but you got 50% off there, people. So go take advantage of that. Player prop shop parlays are hitting pretty consistent for the most part. Those write-ups that they have are very accurate. That's why I'm using them for one and giving you guys the videos on it. But just an honorable mention here in today's video, even though that's not the topic. But that is what we got going on. So I will bring you one of those tomorrow, most likely for NBA, I want to say. I'm not sure yet. I'll just have to look into it. But that is what I got for tonight's videos. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Like the video, helps me a lot. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys want some more of. Share this video with your friends, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.